We're joined by Glenn Przybylski and Greg Seelinger, champions of the CDGA Senior Amateur Four-Ball Championship for the third consecutive year. Guys, how does a three-peat feel and sound?
Yeah, it's awesome. I haven't played that much this year with an injury. Just started playing like in Labor Day, and really wanted to try to get ready for the Senior Am as well as this event. Yeah, it's just a real treat to come out on top.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I really worked hard on this one because Glenn's been out for all year. This is really his only second event, and kind of really wanted to win one, for him. And because I know it's been hard to be out, the whole year and then come in and play in this tough competition. So, yeah, it's good.
As we mentioned, 3 straight years. How does this particular victory compare to the previous 2?
It was probably a little harder just because I haven't played as much. And then playing against John and John, which we go back many, many years. I knew that was going to be a tough match. And then playing Olympia was a treat. This place is just gorgeous. So it looked a little bleak earlier in the match, and then we just kind of held it together and got a few shots to go our way.
Yeah, we started off strong in the beginning of this tournament in a couple match plays. We had lots of birdies. Both of us played really well. And then today was a little bit tougher. It could be the competition, the nerves. We just didn't have all the shots there. But, the real story here is just to get in this event. Like, we qualified, at 3 under. The top qualifier was 4, and the cut was at 2. Mm-hmm. So, we had to get coming down the stretch just to get birdies, just to get in this thing, and then once you get in, anything goes. So yeah, that was a hard one to get into, and then I think we started playing well once we got in.
You guys certainly have a great dynamic together. What is it about the partnership that has allowed you to be so successful as a team?
For me, it's more like trust. If I'm out of a hole or we need to make a birdie, I know Greg can come through. He's done it many a times. He closed out our win last year with a birdie. He birdied today, the 16th, to win the match. So I have, total trust and faith in his abilities.
Yeah, I would say the same thing, because if I'm out of a hole or have a bad shot, I don't really worry about it. Either I made a bad shot, I'll just, I can still make a good shot or play the next hole, and I know Glenn will play all the way to the end. And so he's such a good player that we don't even think about each other's game, really. We're just kind of focused on the task at hand. And I think also some of the course knowledge, the course management helps a lot. Mm-hmm. Glenn gives me advice here and there on just to remind me, not what to do, but just, hey, think about this, and help reading putts, and that goes a long way. We don't get in each other's way, but we just help each other out. It's great.
You never trailed in your first 3 matches, and then, as you alluded to earlier today, first hole you lose, and all of a sudden you're down. What did that do to your mindset early on there?
Yeah, when we were finishing on 1 green, I said, that's the first time we've been down this week. So obviously it's just the first hole. We had a lot of holes to play. I figured we'd be able to make some birdies and get back into it, and we kind of made the turn and kind of just kept the match within reach. And then a couple of things went our way, and then just kind of just kept going with that.
Yeah, I think the key is we kept the match within reach with a couple key holes. And, it might have been the first time this time, but the previous 2, we've been down. And so I kind of just relied on that to come back. It wasn't like we know we could do it. You just don't get overstressed or try too hard, really. Just continue to play. So maybe not this tournament, but the last 2 we've been down, and so was used to trying to come back and claw our way back into it.
So after that first hole, it was back and forth a little bit, but then you actually were 1 down through 11 holes. Then you win numbers 12 through 14 to kind of seize control of the match. Take us through that crucial stretch from each of your perspectives.
So I go back to, 9, they missed a birdie attempt there. And then on 10, it wasn't looking good. For me to get it up and down from like 50 yards out of that fairway bunker, I think that kind of hurt them a bit. And then 11, nobody made birdie, which was kind of surprising because they had it set up early. We both hit great shots into 12. and 13 as well. So.
Yeah, I think the birdie on 10 that Glenn had was far from the bunker was crazy, and that just negated their birdie, which was almost a given. They could have won that hole with an eagle. And then when we hit it, no one made birdie on the next hole, I agree. Then we both hit it close, and we got a birdie on the par 3, and that really said, oh, we're back in it. So now it was all square, and we felt like that we actually had a real chance. We weren't going to lose it or fall apart or anything like that.
You went against 2 Olympia Fields members in the semis yesterday, and then another one in John Finnin today. How were you able to overcome that home course knowledge from so many of your opponents?
Well, Phil, and Greg couldn't talk about this, gave a lot of insight. Greg played with Phil. Great guy, showed us a lot of the spots and gave us some thoughts there. Yeah, just got to make birdies, and they can have the course knowledge and everything. You still have to execute.
Yeah, I think when I played a practice round with Phil, we went through here and he dissected every hole for me, and so he really he helped me out a lot. And unfortunately, we played against him. I used the knowledge that he gave me, and we beat him. But you have to make birdies because we all hit good shots. Yeah. So.